Hello, everybody. Sorry if that's super loud. Um, it should be okay. It should be okay. The audio should be okay. I have the chat box up, so we should be able to see people chatting if anybody chats. If not, I apologize immensely for everything and anything that's going to happen. Um, Not just because it will be a weirdo stream, but also because this game has accents, and I'm not very good at accents. Um, I have to read everything that happens, so I apologize immensely for what's going to happen. So, my name is Mara. I'm a mutated zombie, and you're on the channel. Beware mutated zombies, but you don't need to beware me because I'm not really hungry right now. I'm more thirsty than anything. I blame summer. Oh, geez, I see messages, but they're so tiny. So tiny. Oh my goodness, so tiny. This is what I get for only having one screen. This is what I get for only having one screen. Let me see if I can make it bigger. I want to see what you're saying. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I see it. Oh, we got game audio, you speaking, a little pitchy on the mic, but the game audio is okay. Oh, of course I'm pitchy. Pitchy. Okay, I've lowered it. Okay, how's that? How's that? You can see chat, or we can see chat. Desktop supremacy, surely it'll work. Test. Oh, hi. Spam. Yeah, thank you for spamming, Ira. Thank you. It sound better? Cool. Animated emotes can be disabled. Why would I disable emotes that are animated? That would be amazing to see. Also, it'd be great if I could have this chat somewhere else. Okay. Okay, so, yes. Mask of the Rose came out, it was June 6th? No, I got it free. I got it like before everybody on a certain day, and then it came out June 7th or 8th. So, yeah, I used to play a game, not really a game, it was kind of a game on browser called Fallen London in high school, and I fell out of it, can't remember why, but the concept was really cool. And then I found out that they made video games on Steam, and I freaked out and joined this Kickstarter immediately. I didn't even read any of it. I just said, Fallen London! And yes, so here we are. I saw someone playing it a little while ago, and that's how I know that this game has accents. I will attempt to do the accents, but it's gonna be bad because apparently somebody is Scottish, and I've never tried Scottish before. It's gonna be bad. I apologize, and I'm gonna keep apologizing. Like, this entire time I'm gonna be apologizing. But, yeah, Mask of the Rose, let's get going. I'm so excited, and I don't have a lot of time because if I get hungry while doing this, it's not gonna go well. Your first foray into Mask of the Rose is unlikely to end as happily as you might hope. I wasn't hoping for anything. Never mind. Savor your successes. Delight in your disasters. Try again. Oh, I was too slow. Okay. In February 1862, with no warning at all, London fell through the surface of the earth. Oh. So we're mole people now. This was meant to be a year of progress in industry, the Great Exposition, trams, a new sewer system. Instead, we find ourselves dwelling in a cave. At least you're alive? It's October now. The fires have been put out, the bodies have been buried. But the future remains unimaginable, the time before impossibly distant. What's the rest of the world doing while you've fallen? Like, did other places fall and you don't know that you're the only one that's fallen? Did New York fall? Did Paris fall? I have questions. Alright, the past. Who were you? A dock worker's child. My father worked the docks. Nah, I don't really want to be a dock worker's child. A child of the gentry. My family had an estate on the surface. I don't think so. A tailor. Ooh. My family kept a tailoring shop with aspirations. We dressed our customers better than we dressed ourselves. Shopkeepers have contacts with society, but their own origins are more humble. They may also have some contacts among the artistically inclined. See, I know that I should be caring about, like, what my origin will give me, but I don't care. I care more about the story aspect of it. Like, oh, my family kept a shop. Do they know London is gone? Is it like, shit, there's just a big hole there now, we're staying away? Right? Where is everyone else during this? It's like the Avengers movie, or like, it's like the Avengers. During the Avengers, everyone's together. During those movies, they're all together. But as soon as they're in their separate movies, all the other people are gone and missing. It's like, you know, we should all be doing with this Wanda situation, but nah, Doctor Strange is going to be the only one doing it. You know, we should all deal with Loki, but nah, Thor's going to be the only one dealing with that. And these aliens, yeah, no, just Thor. Nah, nobody else needs to deal with that. Why? Why is it like that? Money? Sure. But story-wise, I don't get it. A housebreaker's child. Oh, that's locked. And also, I'm not sure I want that one. My father was a housebreaker. His father was a highwayman. We came down in the world, no longer doing our crimes on horseback, and then my father was arrested. You must complete the game in order to unlock this background. Oh, housebreaker is like a flippin', the person that breaks into the homes. A robber. So when I complete the game, I can be a robber's kid. Okay. An Undertaker. Oh, I want to be an Undertaker. I need to beat the game first in order to be an Undertaker. We knew everything there was to know about procuring hearses, hiring mourners, and dressing a body. I want to be an Undertaker. An arcane academic. Ooh, that's cool too. Okay, I'm gonna be a tailor. Replay reasons right there. Yeah, yes, immediately yes. I mean, normally when I play a game like this, where there are choices, I like to play as how I would, like if this were really me. And then I like to play the opposite of me, so like a really mean version of me that's bishy. And then I like to play like opposite gender me, because usually there are also different romanceable options. I'm not gonna do that here though, because if this is all you're gonna see is this playthrough. If you want to see me play through this again, you're gonna have to pay me or something, because I want to like speed run this crap after I beat it and just be like, yes, give me all the endings. But yeah, I'm a tailor. I know how to sew. I mean, when I was a kid, I sewed dolls, so. Down here, your name is whatever you say it is. Often, there's no one left to remember who you used to be. Some people hold tight to the names they carried before. Some reinvent themselves completely. I prefer strangers to address me as comrade, captain, lieutenant, doctor, professor, officer, secretary, brother, sister. I don't like brother or sister. That just creeps me out. Reverend, intendant, monsieur, madame, mademoiselle, miss, madam, sir, my lord, my lady, citizen. Okay. I really like mademoiselle, but I also like madame. Madame. Though my friends call me... Oh, anybody who knows me knows that I'm going with Lilac. Madame Lilac, allô? Allons-y? Why is it French when it should be... Okay, let me go to my lady. My lady makes me think more London, so I'm gonna have to go with that. Because otherwise I'm going to be putting on a French accent, and that won't work very well. So I'm going to go with my lady. My lady Lilac. There we go. Okay. That suits me. Thank you. That's me. Lilac to my friends, my lady to strangers. Yeah, you better. That's how I was dressed even before London fell. I'm a different person down here than I was above. Down here, I'm finally able to use the name that always... I'm a different person down here than I was above. Like, as soon as the world fell, I got to just be me without having to worry about how other people saw me. You know, that's something that you really have to deal with in this world that we live in, is you have to deal with other people's perceptions. If the world falls, it's like, yeah, I'm dirty, so what? Yeah, I didn't bathe, so what? So yeah, I'm a different person, for sure. Tragedies make us all different. Ooh, a cameo. Ooh, aw. See, I wish I liked having short hair, because I would totally choose this one with that cloak thing. Oh my goodness, yes. But I'm not gonna, because I don't like long hair. Or I don't like short hair on me, so that would not work. This, no. I like having my hair up, so I'm gonna go with this one right here. I do tend to wear my hair in a ponytail. Usually it's a high ponytail, but it doesn't seem like they have high ponytails unless it's masculine or short or with glasses or with a face that's like jutted out like, So, yeah. And there's a pearl necklace, and I'm a Gemini, so I guess that works. That's me, for sure. Oh, I want to play that Sweeney Todd game so bad. The monsters, or no, We Are Monsters? No. It's the one where you bake people, Ravenous Devils. Yes, yes. Ira, you know me. You got me. It's definitely that. All right, in the neath, because it's too difficult to say beneath or under or something like that. You gotta be fancy. In the neath. A true ally means everything. When I find people to be close to, I'm open to friendship, but no romantic emotions or physical intimacy. Friendship and physical intimacy, but no romantic emotions. Friendship and romantic emotions, but no physical intimacy. Whatever comes my way. Friendship, but no romantic emotions or physical intimacy. Unfortunately, I'm a romantic. I don't wish to be one, but I am one. I don't like physical intimacy without the emotions, so that's not me at all. I like physical intimacy, so I'm gonna go with whatever comes my way, because I'm cool with friendship, I'm cool with romance, I'm cool with neither. But yeah, whatever comes my way. If I don't find anyone, I'll be okay with that. Like, I'd rather get an ending, but I'm okay with that. I love this. This lets you say your sexual/romantic preference. Same. I'll be looking for both romantic feelings and a physical connection. Friendship and matchmaking are possible too, of course. And that's another reason why I got excited about this game. Like, after I just immediately went and kickstarted it, I actually read about it. I actually read the thing, and it said there's matchmaking, and I doubled down. I was like, yes, give me immediately. So I've kind of been like checking my emails and reading all the updates for this, because I'm like, matchmaking. It's so rare to get a game that lets you matchmake. I want it so bad. Alright, so I am my Lady Lilac. I was a tailor in the past, and I would like passionate romance. I'm happy with this. Yes, I am. I could play it and be like, nah, man, I'm gonna be a AA battery, true to me, or I'm ace, but I want romance, please. AA battery. Oh my gosh. Okay, right now I'm meant to be helping with the census, finding out who still lives in my neighborhood. The first census results are due tomorrow. Oh, everybody hates censuses. If I turn them in, I get paid. Okay, never mind. I'd like money. Yes, please. The first money to come my way in nearly 2 months. I wonder how everyone survived if no one's gotten any money in 2 months. Like, that's almost as bad as the flippin' COVID pandemic thing. If I don't, I'm going to disappoint Grizz badly. Who's Grizz? She knew I was in trouble, so she went out of her way to find me work with her own employers. Ah. She even gave me a badge to show my affiliation. Oh, I have a badge. Badge of the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting. The front of the badge looks almost like a constable's badge, with the lion and a unicorn emblazed on it. The back of the badge has some kind of symbol I don't recognize. Hot to the touch. Oh, hot to the touch. So, this is bad then. That's what you're telling me. This is the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting is evil. I keep it with the clothes I have from before the fall, and a few odd items I found more recently. Oh yeah, I should tell you, by the way, that there's monsters in this that you could date. I think there's 2. One of them I think is like Cthulhu-ish, and the other is like you don't even get to see what they look like. Like it's like a what's that cat's name? Ira, you probably don't know this because you're not a fan of Cats, the movie, play thing, musical. But there's this cat, and he played a evil kind of cat that was big. And in the musical, you kind of see him in the shadows, and he's like big, and you don't really see his face, and he's got glowing red eyes. But I think that's another one. I heard that there might also be like a skeleton. I don't remember. No, it's not Macavity. Damn, if it were Macavity. Okay. Change my outfit. Ooh, hat, face, lapel, torso. Lapel. Badge of the Ministry of Accounting. Fake but vibrant corsage. The most obvious thing about this flower is that it's extremely fake. Perfect for going out in the town, boasting, yelling, gallivanting. Gallivanting. Monkastrap. Monkastrap. I don't know. That doesn't sound right. I'm gonna Google it now. Monkstrap. Monkastrap. 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 What? No. I don't know, man. I tried to. No, it's not that guy. It's not that guy. Okay. Well, since I'm going to work, I'm gonna wear this demonic, possibly evil thing, and apparently I have something on my torso. I'm not wearing a tailor's apron. The apron speaks to a shopkeeper's life, helpful, cooperative, but with a gift for invention and true appreciation of the craft. I mean, people might like that I'm helpful and cooperative, but that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna be coatless. It doesn't make sense. Hard to miss the badge makes it unambiguous where my loyalties are. Okay, wait, click it. Go back. Now what's it say? With a combination of badge and apron, I look as though I'm distributing food on behalf of the ministry. Yeah, no then. No. Yeah, that's from my background. Mara, you're a tailor, but you're a tailor. It doesn't matter if I'm a tailor. I need to look the part of someone taking a census. That'll do. Oh, so this is Grizz. I thought you were up here. She glances at the badge I'm wearing. I suppose I should be glad you're thinking about the census, even if you didn't get around to leaving the house. I don't want to leave the house. You know what it looks like out there. I react to that the way I react to many things these days. I turn it into a joke. I dare to name the frightening things out there. I lie. I dare to name the frightening things out there. I just did it. I'm not sure what I'll meet out there. Not everything outside is human. Rumors. Don't let a few odd things in the broadsheets frighten you. Come tomorrow evening. We need to have at least a few census forms filled out. I'm going to be the one explaining to Mr. Pages. She's so pretty. I want to know what she looks like with her hair down. I love her lips. And if that happens, I'm not going to help you with your employment prospects again. Oh no. I'm sorry. Grizz works for the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting. It seems to agree with her. She wears trousers to work and comes home at all hours. Ooh, pants. She does look a bit like Peggy Carter. It's very important to her being taken seriously by these employers. The next thing I do is characteristic 2. Offer encouragement, however bleak the situation. Confront her with her own mistakes. Wow. Be open and build trust. Rely on dark humor. I really want to go with dark humor. I'm so messed up. Did your employer say whether I should also interview the squid-faced men? Or are they not included in the census? I believe they were invented by the newspapers, but if you happen to meet with any, by all means record their names. What about the talking crows? Consider yourself at liberty to include any creature capable of telling you its name or occupation. What do you think of the questions? They're written in the most peculiar spiked handwriting, and there are punctures in the paper in random spots. Tease her as though I think that's her handwriting, jokingly defend my reading ability, ask her what put these holes in them. Yeah, I'm curious about these holes. I don't think she liked your jokes. No, she didn't. What would Lila do? I can't help it, man. Why does this page look like this? Do your employers know how to use a pen? No. Of course. Here, try these questions on me. Say you've just knocked on the door and I've come to answer it. Yes, what do you want? Introduce myself as an agent of the ministry, showing my badge. I'm not going to read out the first question. I want to introduce myself. What? Good evening. On behalf of the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting, I have a few questions. Oh, how lovely. I'm so grateful these ministries are looking after us. I don't think that's realistic. Straightforwardly accept her performance, or sarcastically accept, flirtatiously riff on how excellent the ministry is. Read out that first question. I'm not going to flirt with someone while I'm on the job. Excuse you. I'm going to straightforwardly accept her performance, even though I don't think that's what's going to happen. This is not too hard. Go on then, what's the first question? Read out the first question. How many people live in this establishmentation? Why is that a word? Is that a word, establishmentation? My superiors are enthusiastic embellishers of the language. What the fuck kind of word is that? I know, right? If you like, you can translate into questions that are more likely to be understood. Right. How many people live in this establishment? 4. The landlady, Mrs. Horatia Chapman, a young man named Archibald Reed, myself, and a 4th character, very disreputable. Suggest that she might not be the picture of respectability herself. Point out that there used to be more lodgers. Joke that she's not counting the vermin. You forget, our basement has more rats than Noah's Ark. More than 2, you mean? At the end of its voyage, I should have said. Sometimes I'm in the mood to keep chatting, and sometimes I want to get to the point. Linger over the census in order to keep chatting with Grizz. I've learned enough. I get it. I'll go do my job. The ministry is the monsters. Yes. Your employers aren't good at the English. No one's good at the English. No one speaks proper grammar words. I learned English in college and I don't speak English well. English is a bad language. I read the remaining questions over quickly, enough to prove to Grizz I know what I'm about. She's still hovering as though she doesn't quite trust me with this errand. At this moment, a second visitor walks in. Archie is a medical student. He hadn't finished his training before the fall, but he has plenty of work now. Right after the fall, it was broken bones and cuts. Lately, there are fewer wounds and more diseases. He's a ginger. Yes, he is a ginger. How observative of you. Observational. Now I don't know words. I wondered where you were. Pointing out that he could knock before entering my room, greet Archie flirtatiously. Guess at why Archie is here. I would rather you knock, but I don't know if my door was open or closed. So I'm just gonna say guess at why he's here. The ministry's bad English words are impacting you already. Yep, it's gonna catch on to you too. Archie, is something wrong downstairs? Has there been a new disaster? Not the kind you're thinking of. Out I went this morning to visit a patient, and what do I find pasted up on the wall? He holds up a broadsheet. There's a new decree from the Ministry of Cartography and chirography that all maps and atlases are to be surrendered or put on the fire. What? It's your folk making these rules, Grizz. Take Archie's side and demand to know what's going on. Suggest Archie leave the topic alone. Stable. Yeah, I'm confused. What's with the maps being removed? Yes, what is happening, Grizz? What's this about? We'll be asking you, Mr. Pages, about these maps. One must respect the law. None of us knows what is safe down here in the Neath. Most likely there are reasons you can't imagine. Lilac, please do collect at least a few census forms by tomorrow from whatever Londoners you are able to find. At the end of the day, I'll find you and we can take them to Mr. Pages together. Deliver a filled census form, 2 pages. Okay. Oh, chirography is sea charting. Why would we need sea charting when we're in the earth? Like, there's no sea, right? Oh, handwriting. Chirography. Why would you do it? Why would you destroy chirography if it's handwriting? I'm so confused. Why are there such big words? Handwriting, especially as distant as typography. Too many difficult words. Too many difficult words. First, establishmentation, whatever the heck it was, now chirography. Blech. Do you know what I miss the most? Back home, my sister's hair turned color when it rained, blonde to a wet plastered brown. Like a mad hen she looked. Turned the subject to check on how he's feeling. How are you holding up? Worse than Grizz, I will not lie. Seems there's no road out of here. I don't know what his accent is, and reading it, it's gonna be messed up. I'm sorry for the accent. I read, it's just gonna happen. Blah, 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 blah. Fruit from the Masters is a wee reprieve when you think of all else. Fruit from the Masters is a wee reprieve, but when you think of all else that might kill us below, scurvy and the like. A great oaken rock fell on a house in Southwark. Did the roof in and near killed the whole household. But I'd best be quiet, like to give you nightmares too. And I'm fair out a laudanum to help with your sleep. I'll take the nightmares. I mean, apparently there are squid-faced people out here. Scottish, I think. Yeah, this is gonna be awful. This is horrible. I suck at Scottish. Turn the subject to the census. Grizz has me gathering census pages for the ministry. Grizz told me it was some such thing. Simply ask about his romantic commitments, show some doubt. What does this mean? Use the question as a chance to flirt. I just met this person. I'm not gonna flirt if I just met them. What? This game gives me the chance to flirt with people as soon as I see them. I now understand the whole, I'm interested in physical and friendship only, but not romance. Jeez, I bet you could be a hoe. I bet you could be a hoe in this game. I bet you could be with all the people. Simply ask about his romantic commitments. You don't look like your heart is gladdened by true love, but I might have missed the signs. Are you engaged? Promised? Down here, there's no one. What about before February? There was a last back home, and what did me mother do but promise me to a... Suggest you might prefer a more local alternative. I mean, it's not like you can get back home. None of us can get back home, quote unquote. That sounds a long way to go to be finding a bride. Might be there's someone better suited here in London. Well, I never had much enough for courting. Might be no one down here would take a fancy to me anyhow. I mean, you look very handsome. If you grow out that stubble into a full beard, maybe. The questioner stirred recollections he's not considered for a time. Is it bad to say I've not much thought of her since? She's very even teeth. What? My mother said overlapping teeth in a woman means defiance, and gaps mean a light skirt. What is a light skirt? Does light skirt mean like lighthearted? Joke a little at her expense, laugh, offer possibly unwelcome views on his mother. I'm gonna joke. And this girl had the dentition of a nun? And a smooth round scalp like a billiard bowl to frustrate any phrenologists that might be going by. You're thinking I'm well out of it, but there was no harm in her. What's wrong with her head? What? It sounds like you're just picking on her. Smooth head sounds like a good thing. As opposed to lumpy. And I'd take a dull wife if she came with a wee plot of land and an open sky. Ooh, so you're a gold digger. Gotcha. I'm going to ask you about your work and not flirt with you because it sounds like you're a gold digger. Ask what he does for money. Show some... Why would I show doubt about the... What? No. Ask him what he does for money. Is your income all from seeing patients these days? I did sell off a couple of my old atlases just today. Since the maps sell for a good price if you know the right buyer. Ferrets vermin eradication takes in more than just rats. If I'd met the like of you in Scotland... it is Scottish. Fuck. Scotland. If I met the like of you in Scotland, I might never have come to London. Oh my gosh. Encourage, discourage, decide to court. Why would I court him now? You know not all accents have to be pronounced. I don't know how to do nothing. I'll encourage Archie. I'm not going to court him. I don't know him. I don't know him well enough to court him. This is my first meeting with him. Just my first meeting. Me. Not the character. Me. I'm not going to court him. I just met him. So I'll encourage, because he's cute. So you're wishing you'd met a copy of me instead of myself? I'm devastated. Oh, you take the words away from me and wrestle them to mean something else? Yes, I do. You know well enough what I'm saying. I do, but I want you to be more forward about it. I keep track of everything in my journal. What conversations I've had, the plans I've made, how I'm feeling about other people. Review the day in my journal. Wow, that was a fast day. Deliver a filled census form to Pages. Conduct more census interviews. Tomorrow evening, Grizz will take me to see Mr. Pages. 259 days since the fall season of confessions. I don't like that. I don't like that it's the season of confessions. That sounds very religious-y. Okay, so that's my status. Acquaintances. Me. My darkly witty self. Oh, I like that. My views on life in the Neath are still forming. Okay, day 124, pre-fall, moved into Chapman's. Day 150, false summer. Oh, so it's Nevada. It's basically Reno, Nevada. We have false summers all the time, and false springs, and false winters. Usually not false falls. 50th consecutive day not leaving the attic. Day 220, confessions. Ask Grizz to help me find work. Okay. I live in Chapman's boarding house, Thrall Street. Okay. Archie. Seller of contraband goods to finance his medical charity. Boards with Horatia. Who's Horatia? His mom has a nice girl for him back home. Our relationship simmers pleasantly. Perhaps it could become something more. Okay, I've known Archie since shortly before the fall. Confession. Archie confided about what he misses on the surface. I finished taking the census with Archie. That was the census? Wow. Things are heating up between me and Archie. Griselda Smith, clerk at the ministry, boards with Horatia, romantic interests. We don't know. We survived the fall together. That's sort of a bond. Sort of. Grizz moved into Chapman's a short while before the fall. She wore gowns back then. Grizz came to ask about my progress on the census. I've made no progress. Harjeet. Oh, constable. I know nothing about him. The one to ask whenever I get lost or think I might be going to get lost. Mid-apocalypse. I first remember Harjeet from the night of the fall when he was patrolling the neighborhood. Horatia. Keeps Chapman's. Oh, okay. And all its lodgers. Gotcha. I still owe her back rent, not hoe her back rent. Pre-fall, I moved into Horatia's. She gave me a good room and a stern speech about conduct in her house. Mid-apocalypse, we lived through the night of the fall in Horatia's basement. She's looked after all her lodgers since. Oh, so she's like the mom type. Log. Oh, so I could just go over everything. London. Okay, cool. Back? "260 days since the fall. 13 days remain in the season of confessions." I hate the name of that season. I do. I really do. The newspapers aren't what they used to be, but someone is still printing broadsheets these days. Archie bought one, and the headlines read, "Ministry of Accounting and Recounting offers extra rations in exchange for old pound notes." Why do we take the money? Why are we taking the money? Relive the fall of London. This will not cause time to pass. Okay. Oh. I'm always reliving London's last night on the surface. I try to put it out of my head, but it's still there. The dimming of the sun at 3 in the afternoon, the sky turning the color of rust. Look at that over there. That's so cool looking and terrifying. What is it? The horrible bang and the cloud of dust from all directions of Westminster, the tolling of the bells, the horsemen who rode down the street liveried in the garb of the palace, shouting, "In Her Majesty's name, go indoors!" And then the sky was full of bats, more bats than I thought could exist in the world. Wheeling, shrieking, defecating. Defecate? Really? You're going to use that word? People went indoors then if they'd ignored the criers. Those that had no house crowded into the churches and under the bridges. Even now I don't understand. Why Parliament collapsed, how Her Majesty knew to send criers, that so many bats could exist in the world. How Her Majesty knew to send criers. The palace has been shuttered since that day. The royal family do not emerge. Surely if they had known this was coming, they would have departed London. It was only the city that fell. The rest of England, we assume, remains above. And no one's helping you. This accent. I reckon it's a tornado. I've heard of somewhat similar in the Welsh Hills back in 1760. Nay, a light in the sky and a noise like a thunderclap. That's no tornado, love. It's a plague of Egypt. I let them talk. I intervene before they annoy one another. I send a pleading look at Grizz. Let's see. I would like to hear them continue talking, because it'd be interesting to hear their ideas. So, yeah, keep talking. Go ahead. You gave Horatia a Scottish accent, too. Good job. Hey, man, if I don't get out of it, it's gonna stay, and everybody's gonna be Scottish, and that's just how it's gonna be, just to make it easier. I might as well just make everyone Scottish. Everyone's Scottish from now on. No, I can't do that to myself. I've seen tornadoes. They come and then they move right on again, and they aren't made of bats. Archie, they say the tornado scattered livestock every which way. Sheep on rooftops and that. Then the ground shook again. I believe we can blame Mr. Basil Getz' excavations. Why did you have to put those two words together? Digging about into London, causing the seismic disturbance. What did he find down there but a cave of 3 million bats? Is that what you reckon? There are stranger things beneath London. That was the beginning of it, but we were down there for hours and hours. The sky darkened, and it didn't return to normal. Once, around midnight, Grizz went upstairs and opened the door to the street, but she came back. Blah, 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 blah. You could make everyone British. Yeah, you know, I could. But she came right back down again. There we go. She said the cobbles were what's a cobble? We're galloping about. It wasn't safe to walk outside. Oh, I get it. Okay. Like, the cobbles were, like, shaking. Okay. After that first bit, the memories collide and get confused. I have trouble keeping track of which came first and which came later, and whether I'm imagining something else. I've spent a lot of days like this, thinking back, trying to piece together bits of the puzzles. As if I could realize something that would make sense of it all. No, Batman. Adjust your current outfit. This will not cause time. Why would I change my outfit? My outfit is fine. It's not like I can put on anything. There's nothing new. Venture to London. Time will pass as you explore the city. Let's explore and meet the rat people. Boarding house, Thrall Street. It's the Thames! We still have the Thames, even though we're underground. I'm gonna go to Thrall Street. Just outside my front door, surely these are the same streets that were always here. Did I go? Oh, it's back button. Take census with her. Oh, okay. I have to click that. Okay. It's worth it to be mindful of how others will perceive me, what role I play, what I can and cannot say. It is constrained by my clothes. This was true before the fall, but it's even truer now. Names, identities, and relationships have all become so unsteady and unreliable. Harjeet admires duty, but does not always care for the ministry. It's hard to say what impression the badge makes on him. I should change. I'm satisfied with this. I'd rather go somewhere else. I mean, he has a duty to do the census, and I'm here to give the census, so I'm satisfied with this. Sorry, Harjeet. You know me, though, right? You know me. Just because I have a census badge doesn't mean anything. The streets outside Mrs. Chapman's are not easy. Thanks to my family history, I do know where to find the nearest market that specializes in clothing. Yay! Likely just a corruption of Hogs Lane, but I'd keep my pet pig on a leash all the same, because Hogs Lane Market. Ha 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 ha. I can't wait till I have money so I can go to the store. Whenever I need to find more of them, it's Harjeet who helps me. I have something for you if you want it. I'm not going to try to do whatever accent Harjeet has. It looks like he speaks normal. He does not have any weird sayings. He produces a nearly new Admiral's hat in perfectly good condition. Ooh. I found it near the docks. No signs of the owner, and I can't wear it myself. I thought someone at Mrs. Chapman's might get use out of it. Perhaps Lady Griselda. Trimmed with a gold braid, it makes a person look like a respectable representative of the Navy. Wearing it gives me a commanding, if slightly curmudgeonly presence. Clothes make an impression on other people when I wear them. They make an impression on me too. Sometimes I'm inspired to say things I wouldn't otherwise. I have the feeling this particular hat would make me a bit gruff and commanding. Put the hat on my head and consider what to say. Thank him, mutter ungraciously, influenced by the hat. Take the hat off again. Try on the lapel flower rather than the badge. Mutter ungraciously, influenced by the hat. Thank you, but I think this would suit a sailor better. No, I'll just thank him. Thank you. He could have got a penny or two for it by selling it on the second-hand clothes merchant. Onto a Harjeet is silent. Explain that I'm working for the ministry, establish my authority with the census, simply state that I have questions. I'm gonna just say that I have questions. I wanted to ask you a few things. Oh, I get it. So the symbols are like what the flippin', what your clothing items allow you to do. I get it. That's why I was suspicious. Why I could be suspicious of people, because I'm the ministry and the ministry is suspicious. Therefore, the ministry will be suspicious of everyone else. Harjeet looks unsatisfied by that explanation. They are not very difficult questions. Harjeet looks out of sorts. London was determined to collect everyone's name even before the fall. Ask whether his answers have changed. Agree it's a peculiarity of the English. Say the information is needed for planning. Yeah, it's weird. The English are weird. Everyone is weird. I don't know why everyone needs to know who lives where and what color they are and how old they are and what they do for a living and who they're with. It's really weird. You aren't the only ones ever to count your citizens. What do you wish to know? Simply ask about Harjeet's household. Use the question as a chance to flirt. No. Ask, making it clear this is for the census. Simply ask about his household. Do you live alone? I live alone for the moment. I recognize an invasion. Harjeet is not the kind of person who would tell me bluntly to mind my own business. But he won't say more than he thinks I have reason to know. I'm cool with that. Still, that is enough information for the purposes of the census. Simply ask about his romantic connections. Use the question as a chance to flirt. Ask, making it clear. Romantic. Just ask. You seeing anybody? Are you married or otherwise connected? I've met matchmakers before, but not in London. Are all practitioners here equally unsuitable or unsubtle? Are all practitioners here equally unsubtle? Appeal to the expectations of the constabulary. Demand Harjeet tell me. Stand closer to Harjeet and ask again. Appeal to expectations of the constabulary. If you have a weakness to pressure, anything a criminal could use to blackmail you, that should be declared, or you put everyone at risk. Harjeet hesitates. I don't admire breaking the law, but I write deliberately evasive. Silence falls. Flirt, ask how the neighborhood is doing, ask Harjeet about some new destinations, finish. I want to know how the neighborhood's doing. All well on the streets? Every day I can walk a little further without getting lost, but sometimes I lose a place again. Do you recall the second-hand clothes man who used to be around the corner? Reminisce about finding familiar garments there, say yes, ask where this is leading. Nah. Familiar garments. Reminisce. Once I found them selling a piece that my mother had made. I recognized her design work at once. It must have passed from owner to servant, from servant to second-hand shop. A worthy tour. At first I thought the shop was destroyed, but it's moved 2 streets away now, the whole building. What? Ask how that's possible, calmly accept that a shop in our neighborhood moved locations, riff on the amusing implications, consider the alarming results. Ask how that's possible, because that's just, what? Is every house like Baba Yaga's now? The stars don't stay put in the sky. Perhaps the streets are also free to roam. I don't like that. Time I continued my rounds. It doesn't help to watch the same place for too long. Decide to court? No, I have only platonic. No, my opinion remains to be seen. I shake my head to clear it. The ruminations are gone. All is as it was. Is this place just like trying to make you horny and flirt with everyone? Is that the goal of the fall, is to make everyone get into a relationship or something? Because what the fuck? It's Restore Bay. Yeah, it's Restore Bay for sure. Everyone's attractive and trying to get into a relationship of some sort. That leaves time for one more errand today before supper. I need money so I can go shopping. I have 2 papers. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I can't. It's okay. Well, keep heading outside. Boarding house. Look. Wait. What? Oh, take census with Horatia. Yeah. Let's get to know Horatia. Let's make our job easy. Horatia won't mind me in this. I would like to change. I don't want the hat on. Wait, what happens if I pair it with this? With a combination of a badge and apron, I look as though I'm distributing food on behalf. Even with the hat? Okay. Everyone's courtable. Horatia doesn't attend much to what I wear, which makes sense. And a difference, no doubt, born of seeing us in all states. I'm satisfied with this. I find Horatia in the basement taking inventory of our supplies. The night London fell, all Horatia's lodgers gathered in the cellar. Horatia led the hymns while we waited for the dawn. Around 3 in the afternoon, we admitted to ourselves that there wasn't going to be a dawn, today or any other day. Lilac, it's good to see you. Since the fall, we have all taken to greeting one another as invalids on the verge of death. The badge makes clear that I'm here for business, not for conversation. Explain that I'm working with the ministry, simply state that I have questions. I wanted to ask you a few things. Horatia looks unsatisfied by that explanation. They are not very difficult questions. I see. Simply ask whether Horatia had many suitors when she was younger. Use the question as a chance to flirt. Ask, making it clear this is for the census. I don't think she's going to flirt with me, so I don't need to make it clear that this is for the census. I'm just going to... Actually, no. It feels awkward asking her about her suitors. I'm just going to... Yeah, this is for the census. Census. I like how you aren't admitting that you're doing the census. You can see that I'm doing it for the census because I have a badge on, okay? But right now, it feels awkward asking this lady about her suitors. I'm going to say, this is for the census. I was just wondering, how many people have you been with when you were younger? What should I write down about the matters of the heart? Were you in love when you were younger? The butcher at the corner asked me a few times to be his wife. I couldn't say I was tempted. He had 7 children from his marriage before. I believe he was more attracted to the extra rooms in my house than to me. There's a woman who comes to the door just about every morning. Too many children, not enough food. Sometimes I have a penny or some old stew for. Suggest the masters might help. Listen, wait for the story to end. Isn't listening and waiting for the story to end the same thing? And this morning, I sat by the fire and didn't go to answer it. After a time, she stopped knocking and just stood sobbing at the doorstep. Oh, suggest a better approach, tell Horatia off, say it wasn't really better before. Suggest a better approach. Couldn't you arrange something for her with the neighbors? Or find someone who could take her on? You know we barely eat as it is. Yeah, so what do you do for work? Simply ask whether she... Whoa, that's a long thing, Ira. A ministry worker could have questions for a lot of things. Their government, that's like the feds showing up and being like, hey, we have questions, and us being like, okay. And then they don't tell us what they just... Tell us that they just want to fill out their census instead of investigating something. I mean, I'd be cool trying to solve the mystery of why they're asking me questions. And then if I'm like confused as to why they're asking certain questions, then I'd be like, the fuck you need to know that for? That is me! It is me! That's totally me. You know where really each as it is, simply ask whether she does anything else besides run the household. You don't have any secret business besides running the household, do you? The house has been my business a long time now. My father left it to me. He bought it so I'd have a good place to live. He didn't want to leave it up to whether I'd find a husband. That's good, Dad. There's a stew in the kitchen that needs looking after. Decide to court. I have only platonic intentions. I only have platonic intentions toward Horatia. She comes off as like a mother to me. So, yeah, I'm not, no thank you. My face betrays my feelings. She wasn't coming on to me anyways. Horatia sets the dinner soon afterward. Change clothes before dinner. Oh, heck yeah, change clothes before dinner. Let me change clothes before dinner. Click. I don't want to wear the ministry thing. Do. I want to dress nice, though. Prefer growing out of the town, boasting and gallivanting. Oh, wait, what's it say? I present myself to the world with no credential but my own confidence, and what other credential could be needed? What happens if I wear it with this? The apron makes it look like I should be behind a counter. Okay, what's this? The hat belongs to someone much wealthier and more accustomed to command. Oh, nothing fancy. Okay. Well, I want to dress nice for dinner, so I'm going to wear the lapel. Thank you. Grizz is waiting for me. Whatever census forms you have ready, it's time to take them to Mr. Page's. Oh. Say I'm ready. Ask if we could have supper instead. Please, I'm dressed for supper. Now I'm famished. Mr. Pages has been expecting these all day. He is eager to see what you've made of the collection. Once I've shown you how to reach the ministry, you can come back on your own and turn in the others. Oh, turn in others. Grizz has me gather my papers. But I'm dressed for dinner! I want dinner! With luck, Mr. Pages will decide to keep you on. With that, she leads me outside and down a side street that is no longer named. But I'm dressed for dinner! Dinner, Grizz! Dinner! Food! The way to the bazaar is much longer than a straight line. First left, then right, then back again and again. Like trimming an evening gown, it's going to be a bother for bother's own sake. I do not ask Grizz where the masters require us to approach this way, or whether it is her own virtuosic embellishment. Finally, we find ourselves standing in its shadow, under its walls. Before us is a low door that once, I think, belonged to a solicitor's office. Grizz takes out a key made of something other than metal and unlocks the door. So it's not wood, it's not metal. Is it stone? Is it pastry? Is it plant? Also, what the heck is that? What is this? Why? Is it bone? Yeah, is it bone? Mind the pile of papers, I've already sorted them 3 times. Mr. Page is very particular about the ordering of documents. Now, where has he gone? Usually he's here by this time of day. Ah, there he is! I'm pretty sure this guy is wooable. Monster person. There you are, sir. We were just coming to bring you the census documents. A first installment of many, I'm sure. There is a tone in her voice somewhere between fondness and a nanny guiding an untutored child. Ignore the mood between them. Wait. What? What? I like how it's ignore the mood between them and don't. Just don't. Just don't ignore the mood. I'm gonna ignore the mood because, nah, I've never met Mr. Pages before, and he looks like he could break me in two with the snap of his fingers. Mr. Pages, may I present Lilac? Lilac, this is Mr. Pages. The whole Ministry of Accounting and Recounting is under Mr. Pages' direction. Acknowledge the introduction, express gratitude for the job, stand well back, and make no sudden moves. Wait, no, I didn't mean to click that. Mr. Pages is extremely tall, and its arms are very long. Grizz, reassure your timidation underclerk. Mr. Pages has surprisingly high voice for someone so large. Oh, he has a high-pitched voice? Or it has a high-pitched voice? They have a high-pitched voice? I'm so... Okay. You're completely safe here, Lilac. Surely you've met very tall gentlemen before. What have you brought us? Hand over a finished census page about Horatia, Archie, or Harjeet. Let's start strong with Archie. Most satisfactory. There are secrets here. What? It gives me 2 shiny pennies for my trouble. I turn one over and it has a portrait on the back of someone who is certainly not the queen. The face on the back of the coin stares at me until the hair prickles on my neck. The coin reminds me of a debt owed. I don't want this money now. Can I get rid of it? And I don't want to remember. No, I don't. And my breath hitches and slows and resumes. I'm holding 2 pennies now. I don't want this money. Give it back. I feel like I'm taking something I should not take. Provide Pages with 7 census forms. We do not expect much from Archie. Undercon Grizz, having already related that he is a lightless character. Undercon? What the fuck is an undercon? What else is there? Let's start with the worst now. Here's Harjeet. Pages takes my penny payment from a jar, bringing my stash to 3. There are other coins in there and a few things that aren't even coins. Buttons, pearls, probably false. What? A horse head? Oh, carved from ivory or bone. Okay, I was like, wait, like there's a horse head in a jar. No, it's just, okay. Oh, Mr. Pages scares me, and I don't know why. It's probably because I can't see his face, and he's blinking. I forgot that the characters are blinking. I'm so focused on reading that I forgot that the characters blink. I'm scared. Okay. We are grateful for your assistance. There are never too many papers. There is some unrelated matter here. It will be good to discover. Do you have anything more? Yeah, here's Horatius. Calm down, damn. Man, this guy's freaking me out. I mean, that looks really cute with those eyes look all happy, but I can't calm down, man. I can't. I don't know why. Mr. Pages takes the census pages eagerly and spends some time scanning it. There is something it is looking for, something it keeps looking for that it cannot find. This one is of interest. Familificent lacking auxority. What are these words? I don't have a filing index for that combination. I will designate a sigil and a suitable ink. The colors on the last sigil burned my eyes. The business of the census is done for now. Perhaps I've earned a question. Why maps are being outlawed? Yeah, I'm gonna ask why maps need to be outlawed. I mean, if you're saying that I don't need to be afraid of Mr. Pages, then I can ask questions that might give me problems later. Why aren't we allowed to have maps and atlases anymore? We need them more than ever. London isn't arranged where it used to be. Oh, damn, he's shocked. I believe the Ministry intends to resurvey the territory. In the meantime, it wouldn't do, to have people using fallacious maps. The territory of the Neath is anti-dispostificated towards lying still. That is not a word. Ask what that was supposed to mean. Nod sagely. Yes, that makes sense. That is enough of my official duties for the moment. Yeah, let's go eat. Food, please. Grizz accompanies me out again when it is time to go. She makes a couple of remarks about how useful this will be, though she stops short of asking whether I'm in debt to Horatia. I haven't forgotten, though. Horatia can take my money. I'm afraid of having this money. She can take the money. Can I pay her all 4 coins? Like, I would love to go shopping, but take these coins away from me. As we make our way back to Horatia's, Grizz asks me what I think of Mr. Pages. She tries to make it sound like an idly curious question. Flatteringly commit to more work, thank her for arranging this post, make light of Pages' tailoring challenges. Yeah. I mean, I like his cloak and all, but he does not look of this world. I tell her that I feel Mr. Pages must be a boon to robe makers throughout London. She replies that, judging by the ink stains, she does not think he replaces his wardrobe terribly often. The rest of the walk is taken up with the speculation about Mr. Pages' taste in gloves and boots. Before we go back inside the house, she reminds me. We have many more people in the neighborhood to survey for the census. You know how it's done now, so you can collect them and take them to Mr. Pages yourself. I have other duties, and I may not always be there, but Mr. Pages is, well, I'm certain you won't be harmed if you visit the ministry on your own. Decide and confess that I have a flirtatious interest in Mr. Pages. Damn, game! You thirsty? Every single person. Joke that her reassurance is not completely reassuring, draw a gloomy conclusion. Oh man, none of these are something that I would choose. Do you want to romance your not human boss queen? You can't. Like, what even though? Like, I could be like, hey, I wanna romance Mr. Pages. I like him tall. Or be like, you're not really making me feel any better. Or I could be like, I will die if I see him. Like, really? Like, really? I like him tall, I like him spooky, I like him dark. I like him with fangs, I like him with blood. I like him without proper English. I like him with the dictionary, not of this world, yeah. You know what? I none of this is really me, but I really want to go with Mr. Pages is quite a person that I would love to find out what's under the robe of. So, excuse me while I just click. Oh, yep, it happened. I definitely clicked on that on purpose. I'll be glad to pay a visit myself. An opportunity, some might say. I won't offer any advice. I would enjoy giving it, and odds are you'd not take it. But be careful. But I want to know what's under that robe! What's under that robe, though? Archie finds me upstairs after dinner. I cannot stop thinking on the Ministry of Cartography. Oh, that's a horrible accent. Blech! Grizzany into that. There's something not right there. If you let me show you what I'm thinking of. Point out I'm always interested in him. Agree, Mr. Pages is unsettling. Watch with interest. Please be my guest. You'll see what I have in mind in a moment. It's a way of sorting out my thoughts. When I started, it was to think through a treatment. But it's good for all sorts. Stories, games, things that might be true or things that don't have to be. While he's talking, he's getting out some bits of paper written over in his own handwriting. Watch closely. Assignment: learn about creating a story. Welcome to story crafting. From time to time, you'll be making stories about things you discover in the Neath. Cool! Let's go! Sometimes other people will ask you to bring them a story. They might want a true account or they might want fiction. Either way, you'll come here to create a story they want. Yas! Gimme, 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 gimme. This is a slot. Slot contains the elements of your story. This is a who slot, meaning it can contain a character featured in the story. Select the slot to continue. There are all the characters' tokens you could currently put in the slot. As you meet more characters in the game, you'll gain more options. Select one of the tokens to fill the slot to continue. Okay, Archie! This story is about Archie. Lilac's an authoress now, too. Lilac was always a matchmaker. She was always making stories and thinking they were real, and then it turned out they weren't real, but this is awesome. I love it. I love it. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Why does it have to be a work day? Okay. You can select the slot again to choose someone else if you'd like. Otherwise, let's continue. Continue! Characters in the stories you craft here can be driven by motives, and these motives spur them to act. Ooh. Tokens for actions and motives are represented by fragments of text rather than pictures. Okay. Assign a token to both the motive and action slots before you continue. Ooh, hope for love, power, wealth, had an unknown purpose. Hoped for love. A medical student driven by a powerful lust. Okay, no. Lust is not love. Those are two different things. No. Can I change this? Secret unknown motives. I prefer that. I prefer that because that... Nah. A public affair, a secret affair employed in plotting. Had a public affair with a lover. Ooh. Well done, delicious friend. Let's continue. Why are you calling me delicious? I don't appreciate that. That's it makes my skin crawl a bit. Please don't. Not every story is a single-hander, of course. Commonly, a second character will feature as a friend, an enemy, or a victim. Ooh, new slot, gimme. The second person in your story needs to be different from the first. Notice that the token for the character you first chose is marked with a cross. If you assign that token to this slot, it will vacate the first character slot. You can try that now. You may continue when both slots are filled. I want Mr. Pages! Sometimes two tokens can be placed together because they don't make sense together. Can't be placed together because they don't make sense. More often, you can mix and match based on whatever you've learned about the world. You'll discover more variations in the course of play. Archie, a medical student driven by secret unknown motives, carried on a scandalous affair with his lover, Mr. Pages. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Mr. Pages was afraid of Archie. Sometimes you'll be asked for a story where certain elements can't be changed. In that case, those slots will be locked. You can change everything else about the story, but not that piece. Wow. Archie, what'd you do to Mr. Pages? Finally, sometimes you can put an unknown into a slot. Okay. That means you think there's another possible answer, but you need to explore the world more to find out what it is. Building a story with some unknown elements gives you a hypothesis you can ask other characters about. Okay. Fill the final slot to continue. Took unknown, obeyed. Wait, I didn't, ministerial expose crafted a theory of obedience. Mr. Pages was afraid of Archie and reacted by going along with everything Archie asked. I wanted to see what the other one said. You have a definite opinion about what happened. When you get a message about a story completed, that lets you know what kind of story you built. Okay, can I? No, I can't click it. Oh, boo. Boo. Whenever you're done working on a story, finished or not, you can leave the story crafting board and go and tell other characters about your idea. Hey Archie, what do you think about my fanfiction? I have a friend below that can take what we learn and put it in the papers. I told him I knew someone that might be able to bring back a few secrets in the ministry. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude. You need to talk to me about these things before you just throw my name in the hat ring, okay? Just, Clarify whether he wants me to spy on my own employer for him. You want to pay me to bring back information about my other employer? I can share some funds, in the spirit of shared enterprise. Here, you have a try. Make me a tale of Mr. Pages for the papers, eh? This is just for fun, for the moment. You know what, why not? I'm going to wreck your shiz. Mr. Pages forbade mapping because knew the Neath changed. Mr. Pages made laws forbidding mapping because it knew that the floor of the Neath would shift anyhow. The maps would become obsolete and the citizens grow frightened. It was better to allow people to think their own memories were at fault, and then something happened, presumably. But what? Okay, so Londoner was gullible. The typical Londoner credulously believed its propaganda, even when it warned against using quite common street names. Resisted? Pages desperate. Okay, Mr. Pages made laws forbidding mapping because it knew that the floor of the Neath would be shifting, the maps would become obsolete, and citizens grow frightened. It was better to allow people to think their own memories were at fault. Despite believing Mr. Pages meant well, the typical Londoner routinely disobeyed these laws. Defiance, greed, and criminal tendencies were no rarer in London now than they had been before the fall. I accept that. Oh, and you can clear all now. Oh, and you can change things. Okay. I'm gonna close. I like the I like this story. This is a good story. There you go. There's your story. Aye, well done. I don't care to have things hidden from me for my own good. It's a tale we could spread to others, wake London's suspicions. Put them on their guard. I could take it to the press. Now you might wonder what is the purpose of having a scrap of paper just to say what you don't know. But I used to make a question I want to ask. Here. Oh, phone. Okay. Here, what do you do if you wanted to integrate someone about why Mr. Pages was up to his ways? Try it? Okay. I'm going to interrogate people. So I'm going to change was gullible to protected London. Typical London rebelled against these commands whenever it was safe to do so, feeling that Mr. Pages did not mean the city well. It seemed best to create a bit of difficulty for these newcomers who acted as lords. Wait, if we want to make... Oh, there's another story. Mr. Pages had purposes both unknown and unknowable. It established a ministry rule forbidding mapping in the Neath. The typical Londoner rebelled against these commands whenever it was safe to do so, feeling that Mr. Pages did not mean the city well. It seemed best to create a bit of difficulty for these newcomers who acted as lords and ministers without any right. Yeah, I don't think he actually read it. I think I'm being forced to maybe make this something. I don't know. Fine question about what Mr. Pages intends for us all. Make a question like that and you'd be asking folks why Mr. Pages outlawed maps. Same as I asked Riz yesterday. You got the way of it. Question to ask anyone who reply, answers to bring to me. If you don't mind giving Mr. Pages all manner of stories about the people that live below, then you can go on with it. But if you'd rather another way to making your bread, you might investigate while you are there, ask him questions, ask other people questions about him, find out a thing or two. If you make up the questions you want to ask, you can investigate with anyone who might answer. Earn your pennies helping the citizens rather than those creatures in their blankets. Bring Archie theories about the ministry. I'm gonna lie for money. Earn your pennies helping the citizens rather than those creatures. Suggest this is dangerous. Promise to join Archie in search. Give myself time to think about this. I nod, but don't make any promises. I should let you get your sleep. A few simple questions won't hurt anything. I can decide later whether I want to go further with his scheme. You should feel free to come and talk with me anytime. My room's not big enough to turn about in, of course. You could find me in the parlor. Accept and plan to seduce? No. No. Indicate my interest, but make it insultingly clear I'm not interested, even in friendship. What? So I have to seduce, romance. I have to do it now? Now, game? Indicate my interest. I don't know, though. I don't know enough about him, though. I don't know. Make it insultingly clear I'm not interested even in friendship, but no. But I don't know. I don't know, though. But I don't know, though. I don't know, though. Like, I only met Pages once. This game really wants me to... Okay. I can always pull back, right? I can always say, you know what? We've been dating for like 3 days. I'm not interested anymore. Like, that can be a thing, right? That could be a thing. I'm gonna try... I don't know. I mean, okay. I do like you, Archie. You're cool. I like your accent. I like your eyes. I like your hair. I like your job. I like that you're here for the people, even if you do some illegal things. I'll go ahead and try to romance. I'll go ahead. I don't know, it might be entertaining to try to fit in yours. Ha 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 ha. You say that, but we might as well play act as being eels in a jar. When I came here, Horatia had little more than a cupboard free for new lodgers. But you've got more or less your own palace. Yeah, I do. It's huge. Wanna spend the night? No. Review my day. I have to... 5 pennies. I need 5 pennies for Horatia. Okay. Bring Archie theories. Craft a story about what's really going on. Does it have to be about what's really going on? Interview someone for the census. Okay. Acquaintances. He's an adorable flirt now. Okay. I want to win his heart, but we've only flirted so far. Okay, nothing changed for Grizz, Harjeet. Oh, we're companions now. The one to ask whenever I get lost, or I think, okay. Horatia, I still owe her back, right? Okay, that hasn't changed. Mr. Pages, unnerving employer. I want to win its heart, but we haven't even flirted much yet. Why would I flirt with Grizz right there in the room? That's awkward. Log, stories. Ooh. I don't have the story about Mr. Pages and Archie being a couple. That makes me sad. Story crafting ideas discovered. Ooh. Sold contraband. Circumstance pre-fall. Motive, new need change. Action, advertised lodging. Circumstance, the bizarre. Motive, was intimidated. Motive, hoarded written word. Ooh, so these are things that I can choose. Okay, cool, 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 cool. 261 days since the fall. 12 days remain in the season of confessions. Another morning, another newspaper. Pause. Okay. It's been over an hour, and I am hungry. Didn't let you keep the practice story, but yeah, I know, right? But yeah, it's been like an hour and a half, and I'm hungry. I'm getting hungry, and well, there aren't any new people here, so there's no one for me to ask if I can eat their brains. So I'm gonna have to go to the fridge and find some brains. I mean, the fridge brains are good. It's sad that they're not fresh. But thank you for staying and watching, and I hope you had fun. And I'm definitely gonna keep streaming this. It didn't seem like there were any issues, so it should be okay as long as I finish my day job work, making sure that there's food and a stable home and all that jazz. If you follow me, you'll get notifications of when I'm here. Hope you all are having a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, and I'll see you all later. And if you missed this live, you can see it someday on YouTube, because Beware Mutated Zombies is on YouTube, where you can see me, Ira, and other friends play games together or just alone. It depends on how we're feeling and what games we're playing, because we all have different interests. Okay, see you all. Bye. Bye. Bye.